YCN, your local view on WVBK-CA, serving Manchester, Londonderry, Vermont, and South Charlestown, New Hampshire, and WVBQ-LP, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire, and Rockingham, Vermont.
Coming up tonight on YCN, in an effort to qualify for more federal funding, one airline is offering huge discounts at the Lebanon Municipal Airport. A Vermont woman pleads not guilty to murdering a Newberry man on Christmas Eve. And we'll hear from the Kearsarge Regional School District Superintendent Jerry Frew. With more news, sports, and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that is happening in our area. The YCN News Hour, your local view.
Good evening and welcome to YCN. I'm David Carmichael. A Vermont woman was arraigned yesterday in the fatal shooting of a Newberry, Vermont man. According to court officials, Anne Marie Whiteway of Bradford pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder. Police say that she killed Dale Rock on Christmas night. Investigators say Rock died from a gunshot wound to the head at his home on Doe Hill Road in Newberry, Vermont. Police received a call shortly after 10 p.m. Tuesday that multiple shots had been fired at Rock's home and that a suspect had fled the scene in a car. They arrested and charged Whiteway on Wednesday morning. She was arraigned yesterday afternoon at the Vermont Superior Court in White River Junction. She is being held without bail. A small airline is offering huge discounts over the next few days to help Lebanon Airport qualify for more federal funding. Cape Air is offering $12 tickets to passengers flying from Lebanon to either Boston or White Plains, New York through Monday. The tickets include all fees, and the New York tickets include ground transportation from White Plains to Manhattan. New Hampshire's unemployment rate dropped slightly in the last month and remains well below the national average. Officials say that the seasonably adjusted unemployment rate dipped from 5.7% in October to 5.6% in November. The national rate for the month was 7.4%. Governor-elect Maggie Hassan is continuing her tour around the state to collect ideas from residents, educators, and local leaders. Hassan is scheduled to make stops today in Lebanon, Claremont, Keene, and Salem. She was in Claremont this morning as part of a day-long listening tour in the western region of the state. Today's itinerary is also known as Hassan's Innovate New Hampshire Tour, and it will continue the economic theme that outlined her successful race for governor. Hassan will be inaugurated January 3rd at the State House in Concord as New Hampshire's 81st governor. In Claremont, Hassan met with residents plus city and business leaders at the River Valley Community College. Representative Charlie Bass of New Hampshire is the third Republican House member and the second within the past week to support legislation that would repeal the Defense of Marriage Act and allow the federal government to recognize the legal marriages of same-sex couples. Bass is the 160th co-sponsor of the Respect for Marriage Act and the 112th in Congress. He believes federal law should match state law. After the break, learn about a secondhand shop in White River with their owner, Frank Orlowski. Stay tuned.
The YCN News Hour continues in a moment.